guys, welcome back to our channel Life Reviews. My name is Dev and today we'll be doing a first impression video of the Amazfit POP 2 here. So I want to start this video by saying that this video this is not a paid review. I will tell you exactly how things are. Other YouTubers are saying good things about this watch, but today I will tell you the real review of this one, what I actually disliked about this, what I liked, so everything. So first of all, this has AMOLED screen, this is a metal build quality, but this costs 3,200, and this one is the Amazfit POP3. This one costs 3,700 something, which is costlier than this one, has a plastic body. So the question now arises, also this has LCD screen, not an AMOLED screen. Now the question arises how? If you see it like this, it's a clear-cut decision, right? You should always go for this one because at a lesser price this is giving more value for money than this one here, but there's more to it and I will tell you why. So first of all, this is not by the core Amazfit team, and that's one of the reasons this is so cheap. So here the POP3, the POP-U, these are from the core Amazfit team, and it shows actually the polish, the level of user friendliness, the polish that you see here in the Amazfit POP series, Amazfit GTR series, those actually shines through. And let me tell you why. This is a generic Chinese product which Amazfit has just rebranded to compete with the likes of Boat and Firebolt. You know, Boat and Firebolt, they're providing watches at very low cost these days, 2,000, 3,000. I have done a couple of unboxings and review of these. I'll put the link of that, you can go check that out, Firebolt and Boat. And as a result, Amazfit does not have anything in its lineup to compete with those watches. So they have brought this POP 2, but this is not at all worth it. I would say do not spend your 3,200. I bought this for 3,200, but right now this one will cost you around 3,800. I would say do not save your money. Do not go for this one. See, if you want looks, definitely, but if you want quality, if you want accuracy, this is total waste of your money. So first of all, to prove my point that this is not by the core Amazfit team, let me show you the charger of this. So all of the Amazfit charging cable specifically, all of this till now, Amazfit T-Rex, Amazfit GTR, this will come in something like this. This will fit Amazfit, the POP3, the Amazfit GTS. So it's generic, it fits all. First time in the Amazfit lineup, what I'm seeing is they're giving charging cable as this one, and this reminds me of the generic Chinese cables. And as an example, I have it here with me, I will show you. So this is from the Boat, as you can see, and this type of charging cable you will find in all of the Chinese brands, be it Boat, be it Firebolt, or whatever. Pick any one of these Chinese branded or unbranded, you will get something like that. And first time Amazfit is using something like this. So the first time I saw this, I totally understood what is going on here. This is, you can see it here, this is exactly like the Chinese ones out there. So that was the first point which made me realize that this is not from the core Amazfit brand, and that it actually proved true in my case. The build of this is really good, I cannot deny that. This is zinc, not exactly steel, this is made of zinc, and I'm not sure about the quality of this. This might come off after a few months. The build quality is good. The screen, again, this is good. This is OLED, the brightness and all of this is really good. But for some reason, when I stare in this for some time, this gives me eye pain. I'm not sure why this is happening. It just I cannot stare at it for more than a few minutes. It gives me headache. So that is another bad point. So coming to the screen, this has always on display, but this is very, very basic. That is just 2. You won't see any other information here. Like example, you see this one, this is just this one, no second dial, anything like that. But you see the GTS, you see here other details like my step count, the day, the date, all of these things. So that level of complexity or polish is missing in this one. Coming to the watch faces of this one and the UI of this one, the UI of this is terrible. The UI, as I said, generic Chinese app, the UI of this is exactly like generic, exactly say the Firebolts, it might say. You can see the lack of finesse in this one, the lack of polish in this one. Just take it, just for an example, just look at these two. This is the POP and this is the POP. So this, you can see the pixels, this is the icons are not very good, this is badly designed, and this is where true quality shines through. So it's really bad. As I said, it lacks polish of the other Amazfit. Even if you go for the cheapest Amazfit, that is the bip here, you can get this for around 2000 these days. Even if you go for this one, the level of details, the level of polish, the UI, everything of this is far better than what the POP offers you. It's really worse than the bip 3, the bip u, and I will do the comparison video of this very soon, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see that, a comparison video with the bip 3 and a comparison video with the bip u, also a comparison video with the GTS. So all those will be coming really soon. Now coming to the app of this one, the app that this uses is different. So the usual all of your Amazfit products these days, like be it a 2000 rupees bip or a 25,000 rupees Zep E or Zep Z, all of those will be using the Zep app that you see here. But for the POP, this is not compatible with the Zep, so you will have to download this Zep Active. So yeah, this is another point which suggests that this is not from your core Amazfit team. This is a generic Chinese rebranded product, and this app is not really good. And you know the Zep. Let me show you the Zep first. So the Zep it's been active for many years. Since this is used for even the costlier ones, this has a level of polish that is very good. Now I use this with my bip or whatever, and this gives me the proper readings, the proper at a glance, my sleep, heart rate, pi is something which exclusively Amazfit has. This is an aggregate of your daily physical activities. This includes heart rate, your step count, and they combine it to give you a pi score. So another point, the POP does not have the pi score in this one. So another point that proves that this is not from the core Amazfit team. Anyways, but talking about the app, this is really polished. This is really good. This has been in use for a long time, and it shows. There has been many iterations, many versions, and you can actually customize many of the things with this one. Now I will show you how the Zep Active looks like. So this is how it looks like. This is very basic. This does not have much of the functionality, like does not even have 30% of the functionality that the original Zep has. So as you can see, step count, calories, exercise, dial center, and it's like, yeah, it is really basic. It really did not cut for me. I really did not like this one. So very basic, and just for the sake of it, you have to have any app. So they're providing that app, but not at all recommended. And I have mentioned this before also, there are a lot of spelling mistakes with the Chinese products. Same with this one. This one does not actually have a built-in assistant with this one. So what it does is, it says tap the voice ball to ask again. So whatever, as I said, not proper grammar, but when you do that, it will ask for the connection, and if you connect with the Bluetooth, what it will do is it will just act as a Bluetooth headset. It will activate whatever you have in your phone, be it Siri, be it Google Assistant, and it will answer from there. You saw the Bluetooth right now. So this one, the setup of this is really difficult compared to the other Amazfit products. The other Amazfit, you just scan the QR code and that's it. You just do next, and that gets set up very easily. But in case of POP 2, I found it really difficult. It took me 2-3 attempts to get it connected. It will ask you Bluetooth connection, Bluetooth permissions for everything. That I can understand. For call and all these things, that is needed. But it will ask you to connect to your Bluetooth as an actual device. Like, let me give an example. When you connect your AirPods, that will show up in your connected devices. Same thing for it. Usually the watches do not show up in your connected devices list, but this will show up. And the basic functionality will not work unless you connect it with the Bluetooth devices. Like, I tried to change the watch faces of this one, it did not let me. So of course I can understand, let's say to take the calls and all this it has to connect, but I don't understand why it needs to be connected as a Bluetooth device to change the watch faces. So that is again a very bad handling of the overall functionality of this watch. I'm not sure if this is visible on the video, but this is flickering a lot. I can see it on my phone screen where I'm making the video. So phone camera can actually catch that. That is actually the rate of refreshing of this screen, and that actually hurts my eyes. That is not something optimized for the eye. So tell me in the comment if anyone out there has the same problem, who faced the same problem while using the POP 2. I just want to know that I am not alone in this one. This has find your phone option, but what happens is when I do that, usually the phone will ring, like something like that, yeah, wherever it is out of your sight. This one doesn't do that. It's simply the phone vibrates just twice, and that's it. So it's completely useless. Now talking about the band, usually Amazfit uses 20mm bands. You can change those interchangeably. You can use those among your Amazfit watches, but this one uses 22mm, and the watch band that it comes with, that is of a very poor quality. You can see this is actually not at all like the Amazfit products. That actually not. It gives Amazfit a bad name. What I would say is, you can see the really bad finish, really bad materials that has been used. If this is the first Amazfit product of someone, the overall brand image that he will create will be really bad for Amazfit. I was telling you about the poorly managed UI of this, and let me just show you around. Let me just so you can see the way that they're done this one. So these are still the menu, these are still good, but just let me show these. So this is the heart rate monitoring, this is sleep and all these things. So you can see very the UI, the animation those are used are not at all not at par with other Amazfit products. Now coming to the sensors of this one, the sensors are not at all accurate. If you want something which gives you accurate step count, accurate heart rate, accurate SpO2, this is way far off the mark. So let's do a heart rate count between the BIP and between the POP2. So both are connected with my wrist, and let us do a heart rate test of this, both of these. So we see 99, 98, 97 for some reason here. Let's wait for the bips. 98, and you see the difference, 105 and 98, 104. So this is not at all accurate. And it's the same for all the other sensors. It's the same for your step count. Step count is usually like 100 steps off. So if you plan to use this for sports activities, do not get this. As I said, just the look is good, nothing else is fine of this one. Another problem that I saw here is this watch is slow in everything it does. Let me show you. This is in sleep mode right now. So this is the BIP 3. Immediately it wakes up. This is the POP 2. See, it took so much longer to wake up. Just see. See, it will go back. There is a considerable lag, and this lag is there in almost everything you do. Many of the things of the UI lags quite a lot. Let me just try to change the watch face. So it's like not at all responsive. I have to tap it for such a long. You see this UI again, the polish, the animation of this is bad, and a few watch faces are already there. So just this is what I'm talking about. You can see this is like one. First of all, I can see it is flickering such a lot. I'm not sure if it's visible. The amount of details that it has is really bad. It looks like some intern designed this or some school children designed this. I'm not sure, but given that this is an AMOLED screen, they could definitely have done better. There is no doubt on this one, and you can totally see the screen is big, no doubt of that, but the watch faces, I think this claims to have 150 watch faces. I found around 130 of the watch faces, but you can barely use, if you have good taste, you can barely use 5 or 6 of that. The rest of these looks like cartoon. It's like that bad. So of course that's all about the problems. There are good points also of this one, very few, but there are. The build quality is really nice. As you can see, metal, zinc alloy. The button of this is stainless steel, very clicky. The screen is very wide, and that I have to give it to them. The bezel are pretty symmetrical. Usually there is, as you can see here, the bottom, there is a little bit of more bezel in other Amazfit products. But this one is pretty symmetrical, and the speaker quality is good. If you want to attend calls, you can take calls from this one. The mic is good, and the speaker is pretty clear, pretty loud. That I have to give it to them. Now coming my conclusions for this, would I recommend this? Definitely not. Just 2-3 things are good. If you are someone who just wants a good looking watch just to see the time, that's fine, you can go for this one. But this is pretty much useless for all the rest of the things that it is supposed to do. The sensors are pretty bad, the watch faces are pretty bad, it's not at all accurate. And I'm not sure about that, it hurts my eyes. So for me it's pretty useless. I'm not sure of the other people out there. So my recommendation, skip this one. Go for an Amazfit BIP 3. Same price almost, you can get it cheaper. Or maybe if you can spend a little more, go for Amazfit BIP R or the BIP S. Or if you want more cheaper option and you want good quality, go for the Amazfit BPU, this one will cost you around 1999 to 2500. That one is actually, this is this is something which I prefer more than the BIP 3. I have made the comparison video between this. Go check that. I'll put the link of that above. So I will be doing the comparison video of these watches very very soon. Stay tuned for that. And if you have any questions, put them in the comment section below and answer each and every one of you. And I'll see you in the next one. Till then, stay safe and check out one of our latest videos. Goodbye.